Hello, sorry. I did turn on the fan here, but sometimes I'm just never ready. Sorry, adjusting my. I put my because the tea is kind of hot sometimes. I have something like a notepad, so I put my tea on there sometimes when I'm not talking, and I guess it wasn't ready. But I am ready. I am here for you. I'm here for myself. A very good early evening. Sorry, early morning. I'll talk a little bit about that first before I get into the topic of doing for yourself. Uh, I always pride myself on keeping my own hours. Get up when I want, go to bed when I want. Unfortunately, sometimes I am awakened by this cheap alarm system that goes off in this building, um, which sucks. It's I remember when my ex-girlfriend stopped by my building. Sorry, saying my because it looks like a prison, is what she said. And I kind of thought about that. And when I first moved in here, I remember there's a woman. She's like the tenant association president, which means absolutely nothing. She does nothing really. She thinks she's something, but she's nothing. And when I first moved in, she goes, "Oh, you're moving into a concentration camp," is what she said. And I was immediately offended by that because my grandparents raised me and they were survivors. This is not a concentration camp, but I understand the philosophy, what she was trying to impede or imply. Uh, Kind of like, when you live under a housing authority, basically that's what it is. They tell you what's up, and you don't have a choice. Either comply or leave. And it's kind of unfortunate. Like my buddy Chris has a Section 8 voucher. That's a little different because with that, if you can find a landlord that will take it, then once a year, maybe once every 2 years, somebody from Section 8, will go and make sure the place is, well kept, livable by its standards, and you're good. It's a very powerful voucher. And it's one that I had, but I had it a long time ago. I couldn't find a place. I didn't even know how to use a computer back then. It was that long ago. And luckily, I got a phone call for the place I'm in now, which is when I first then I thought, wow, okay, it's good enough. But you know, I kind of, I kind of changed over the years, and for the better, especially over the past 3 years when I stopped drinking. Um, Probably the reason you see me drinking tea all the time when I'm used to having a beer in my hand. Um, Now, of course, what's wrong with a beer? Every once in a while, but I'm not every once in a while kind of person. With me, it's like I was a social drinker to go out, whatever, and have fun. But it kind of gets out of hand, like when you've got the kind of mindset that I do. I'm like, if you've listened to me for any amount of time, you can know I'm a very intense, serious person. So it's like I would do anything kind of serious. I drink till the bar closes. It's like me. To get to the liquor store before 2 a.m. kind of thing. And, you know, it's kind of hard if you live kind of a fitness lifestyle. The drinking kind of throws you off because I would get occasional hangovers, not feel good, not be able to eat properly, not be able to train properly. So about 2.5 years ago, something happened, which I'll probably talk about sometime when I'm ready, um, and scared the shit out of me. And I stopped drinking immediately. That was it. And yeah, it's a combination of age. I knew it too. It's around 45, kind of hit me. Gonna get older, and even if you're in great shape, you know, you got to watch the sugars, crazy stuff. There's kind of ways. I like ice cream and cookies and shit like that. It's like the sugar, right? So I got a thing I tried. If you like chocolate, you want to get off the sugars. They make this unsweetened chocolate. And I got it like at Trader Joe's, and mostly I know it's like kind of baking chocolate, but they make it like a little uh, uh, um, like small chips kind of thing. And there's like no sugar in there almost, and it doesn't taste like regular chocolate. It's like it's like pure chocolate. But you know what? Psychologically, it kind of like gives you you have a little bit of that, and you're like, okay, I'm good. I don't, try to get off the damn sweets, man. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just no good for you. It's just fucks you up. Um, believe me, I know it's hard. I know it's really hard. So I mean, believe me, I used to like drinking like different types of beers and stuff, but it just gets out of hand with me. And with me, I can be a very combative, competitive person, and oh Jesus, I mean, I can only sit in a bar for so long before I get like, hey, I got to move around. And these places aren't real dance places. And I see a chick there try to say something, the guy gets mad, and I get mad, and then all of a sudden I'm thrown out. It's what the hell happened? I'm just it's not worth it. It really isn't. If you're like a recreational kind of drinker, you work hard, you have that. Good for you, but I'm just not like that. Um, Before I forget, I want to mention something. I was walking home. Where was I going? No, it was after the gym. It might have been. Oh, okay. Yeah, I went up to Sunset. I'll tell you what happened at Sunset, but let me tell you what happened on the way back. It's more important before I forget. Um, I guess an Uber car pulled up. Now it's like these expensive condos around me where I live, and this chick got out by herself. And I walk a lot, so usually you think you see everybody in the area, they know who you are, but not really. People are kind of to themselves, they don't know you. And so, like the path was, I'm going down the sidewalk. She gets out of the car, and it's like, she starts walking, and it's like, oh shit, it's going to be close if I do this. So I made sure she saw me. She did, and I said this so she could hear. I said, I go, let her go first. I'm going to walk around because it was around like 1 in the morning already, and she's going to her condo or whatever, and I just felt like it was respectful to say it and to show her I'm giving her plenty of space. That's something I kind of never really occurred to me. Women, they use that thing like, hey, men are very strong, they could overpower me kind of thing. And I side with the women. I said, if a woman says that, I said, look, if a guy ever does that, kick him in the balls. Oh, I knew somebody that was raped. Hey, rip their dick off, grab their nuts, pull their ears. I don't care how strong they are. Poke them in the eyes. The thing is, um, any fucking thing, like I am for women's defense, okay? Dudes have no rights to look. When I say, warrior junior, I'm talking about, attempting to pick up, which means there's a mutual thing. A woman likes you, wants to get to know you. This ain't you forcing, doing anything forcing. Um, Sorry, dude. That's the line is drawn. Pickup artists say even put your hand on them nicely. I don't even do that. Okay. I won't even do what pickup artists recommend because I just don't like that. To me, that's like, can you imagine if a gay dude came up to me and put his hand on me? I'd want to break his fucking hand. You touch me, motherfucker. I don't even know who you are. You. The same thing with a woman. Can you imagine? You put your hand on a woman. They have the right to fucking fuck you up if they could. Um, I'm just saying. It's just not right. You don't touch people without their permission. Period. But what I did was I gave that woman plenty of space, and I wonder if she kind of respected me for it. I really don't care, but it was the right thing to do. I never seen any guy do that, but I'm not any other guy, so I do shit out of respect, and hopefully she'll remember that. If not, what can I do? I went up to Sunset. This place, this bar, Happy Endings. I'm sorry. I've been up too long. There used to be a bar called Happy Endings on Sunset and near La Brea. I used to dance in there. Not really. It was okay. It's not really a good dance place, but it had DJ and stuff like that. And the thing is, I stayed with it over the many years. That place on Sunset, Naughty Pig. Go in there sometimes, and it's like it was absolutely dead. I couldn't believe it on a Saturday night. Wow, it's a COVID thing, I guess. And but the DJ was playing some pretty. His set was really tight. I haven't heard, didn't know who that DJ was, but he had it going, so um, I couldn't stop. My shirt was soaked. I wore a dress shirt. It was soaked. And then this fucking guy that works there, I guess I went to get some water, and I heard him say, "Oh, they tell DJ it's over." It's like around 12:15, man. He's shutting it down. Um, I don't know if he's jealous of me dancing or what his fucking problem was, but I even made sure I said, good. At least I don't have to dance anymore. Like I don't have to. I used to like it used to control me. Now I control it. At this age already. I do notice. I did hit the gym a couple hours earlier. My gym closes at 8 o'clock, and I, you know, another hellacious workout. Soaked shirt was soaked when I got home. But a lot of soaked clothes. I'm not that big of a guy, but I guess I've been really pushing myself. I don't know why. I'm scared. Maybe I could have a heart attack and die. How hard I'm dancing, how hard I'm doing this. But you know what? If that's it, that's the way I go out. That's the way I go out. I'd rather go out, pushing myself to the limit than living 100 years and never trying. The emphasis on the never trying. I'd like to be remembered as somebody that really gave it absolutely everything he had. I never, not famous, not rich, not nothing, but um, nobody's going to outwork me. I'm unbelievably at my tenacity is insane. I try really hard. I really do. Might not have the body to prove it. Um, you gotta understand, most of those guys, those bodies that are, really incredible. It's all gear. It's all synthetics. Some of those guys work hard too. Yeah, they do. But let me tell you something, man. There's a big difference between jabbing yourself with a syringe with growth hormone, test. Um, that's just pretty damn strong stuff. I just I can't. I've never done that stuff. There was this book by I guess it was a desk reference. Excuse me, desk reference by William Llewellyn, Anabolics. Every year, I think it came out in 2004, 2005. Every year that it's updated and it had all these color pictures, and they're very expensive desk reference because it would show you all these different steroids, like what the packaging looks like, how to tell what's real. I was fascinated by it. For a guy that never took anything very strong, except some SARMs over the counter, I was always fascinated because I told you I grew up with big time wrestling and WWE, WWF, and stuff, and I was always fascinated with what these guys were taking, and that's all that stuff is. It shows you exactly what it is, what the side effects are, what the good and the bad. Um, it's like it's pretty amazing because you look at like John Cena, it's like fucking just Jesus. I mean, it's like incredible, when you see these guys in person too. If you stand right next to these guys, you're like, wow. But it's they taking, man. It's price to pay for that. But I don't know. It's like interesting because Here, those guys get all the spoils of life, you know, fame and money and you know all these opportunities and everything. But there's plenty of people that take that aren't famous or rich or anything. So, you know, lemon ginger tea, organics, pavilions. But they have it in any Safeway, just the organics, 20 tea bags in a thing. Highly recommended. As you know, my favorite is a chai spice, but this is good too. The lemon ginger is good. Okay, topic. The topic was doing. Well, it doesn't matter what other people think. Okay, so I told you I went dancing at Naughty Pig. There was like nobody upstairs, nobody downstairs. But I danced my ass off. So I'm doing for me. I'm doing for me. Okay, not dancing to appease to show other people anything. Doing it for myself. Um, in the gym too. Um, there was a moderately hot chick in my vicinity when I was working out at my gym. Um, I noticed her presence, but again, I am very focused when I'm working out, and the only thing I need to make sure is I get in nobody's way, and definitely nobody gets in mine. So that's that. I did see a guy trying to hit on her toward the end of the closing. Like she kind of like said something nice and brushed him off. Um, I listen to like Owen Cook. He's really good. If I've met him a couple times throughout my travels. Um, he was one of the original. Not, I don't know if one of the, but he was an early pickup artist guy. He made his money though. You know, he lives in the Hollywood Hills, and he kind of like has transcended that already because he's already got his needs met. You know, getting women. So he moves more into like philosophical philosophy stuff. I heard him mention Jordan Peterson and stuff. You know, and, religion, different things, but he needs to get make sure and stay with the narrative because just because he's advanced, it's like you got to remember there's a lot of young dudes out there that just want to get laid. I'm not young, but I'm one of them, and but I am very specialized. I'm very particular in the kind of women I like. But it would be nice to have good game that when you see the women you like that you'd be able to give it your best approach confidently. Um, you know, it's like the was it Field of Dreams saying, if you build it, they will come. And I mean, I believe there's truth to that. Like think about it. You think like I don't know why name just keeps coming to my head, but you think like Batista or John Cena, and you think women are their problem. These dudes are worldwide famous. They have plenty of money. I'm sure their needs are met. Not they have women approach them, and it's not because of the physical shape they're in. It's because of who they are. When you are on television and you are famous, the women come to you. That's how it works. I told you the Marlon Brando story where he was like just sitting in his bed watching television in his mansion or whatever, and he saw this news weather girl or whatever on the news, and he actually called the news station, and I shit you not, 2 hours later, when that newscaster got off work, she was in his bed. Um, True story. But he's Marlon Brando. It's you know powerful dude. It's like it'd be like saying Brad Pitt today or somebody I don't know who Christian Bale or whoever the fuck. I don't know who these people are. It's good for them. Good for them. It's yeah, yeah. I try not to get frustrated, but like yesterday was really tough because I really stuck my neck out there with the crypto and that one coin, that ACH coin, um, looked like it was going. It looked like the speed it was going, it was going to get to $1 very quick, and I was like, wow, it hits that buck. That would have been an immense accomplishment for me. I'm not a greedy person. I would have sold so fast, and Las Vegas condo here I would have came um, with about 70% of the purchase price. Could definitely get a mortgage. You put down that kind of money. Um, but no, at like 22, I bought in it, going up, 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 from less than a penny. Shit went to 22 cents. And then I said, all right, damn it. And then I got in and went to 24, and then at 24, all the way down, all the way fucking down back to like 9 or 8 cents. I didn't lose any money, but gave back everything I was up. I was up like 10 grand. And it's a very hard thing because, it's not that simple. It's like, well, you sell and you're watching, it's like, if you don't, you've seen like intermediate dips where it just retracts a little bit, but then it, goes. But this just went like this, and you're just like, okay, when is it going to come back? And it just didn't stop. It was like a massive sell off. And then now it's like I'm watching it, and it's like 10 cents, 11 cents. And if you don't, I'm watching it. So my philosophy is, well, it hit a support level down there, and if you don't stay with it, what if you wake up the next day and it's like that shit shoots up and you weren't in on it? Like, you're talking, for me, that's life changing money, literally life changing. I've lost gambling. I've lost 5,000, close to 10,000 in a casino in one night. That hurts. That hurts. But I've never lost. I've never missed an opportunity to make 40, 50,000. That's big, big fucking money for me. Um, I guess for a lot of people too, but for me, I don't know about a lot of people. I'm just talking about myself. The condos I look at is like about 100,000 in Vegas, so 50,000 is like just. I mean, that's halfway. You definitely would get a mortgage. You put down 50,000 on $100,000 condo. To finance 50,000 for 30 years or whatever. I mean, make 15 years. I mean, it's very doable. When you got that kind of money. Um, Today is I guess my school is going to do a 30-year reunion online. I looked online. There's only like two people attending, and I went to my 10. I went to my 20 in person, and I really went, my teammates to go see my teammates. They showed up at the 10. None of them showed up at the 20, and I really don't see the point of even going on this thing virtual for the 30. Um, Baseball got me through high school 30 years ago. It was yeah. But I already shared that story. I don't want to go back on that because that's what kind of like a bum does. Bum lives in the past. Instead of living in the present, focusing on the future. I mean, Owen Cook told me about this book, The Power of Now. I read it. It was okay. Um, I don't need to mention too many of these guys too many times. But oh yeah, so my point was, yeah, don't mind me. It's been up for a while. Just focus on your doing. I know. Because like Saturday was Saturday night last night, and I could have, after a naughty pig, I could have walked around. I mean, I went home, changed my shirt because it was soaked, and I was like, all right, should I go run around, down the boulevard and see if there's anything out there, try my pickup, try. And I just said no, no. I was like kind of worn, I was tired from the dancing, but I just don't want to spend any unnecessary energy on some of these women sometimes, and you're not going to get them. They're kind of focused on their thing. Um, so I just stayed home, and watching the market, play some chess on the computer, look on eBay, anything just to, feel like kind of chasing women is a waste of time kind of thing. It was that Saturday night dance thing in Orange County. And didn't go. It's like, yeah, you don't gotta go every second to these things, man. I guess if you work, like, that's your only thing. I got that, but I don't. No. Yeah, I really thought. I know I'm being hard on myself, but I really thought that coin was gonna go. I really thought it was gonna go because I watched really carefully, and it was like just going up. I was like, fuck, dude. And it was like hard, to take like 8,000, and I was building it up. What I do, my crypto tactic or stock market tactic, it's like called like shotgunning. What you do is, you watch it, and you watch the support levels, and you're like, okay, well, let's say it's like 5 cents, and then you watch like where the fluctuations does it go, how fast does it go down to 4, how fast does it go up to 6? You're watching that, and so what you want to do is basically you choose a, it's like forget the guy's name, Ross Cameron. He makes a lot of money in the stock market, but he doesn't do crypto. But I noticed what he said, like, what you do is you want to play in the sandbox where all the kids are. You don't want to play off on the side by yourself. So what he's saying is you want the coins that are so volatile, going back and forth, up and fluctuating up and down. So what you do is you go in, and these coins that are fluctuating, right? You put in your buy price when it's here. You grab it. When it comes up here, you sell. Fluctuating, right? So you wait. You put in the buy price here. When it goes to here, sell. It's shotgunning. So you're making, let's say it's, you start with a couple $1,000s, right? So it's between 4 and 6 cents. So when you hit 4 cents, you buy it. Close to 6 cents, sell. And then you wait. Back to 4 cents, buy. Close to 6 cents, sell. And then you wait, and you just repeat this all over again. Now, what happens is, some of this shit, it doesn't stay between 4 and 6 cents sometimes. Let's say the shit just keeps going. It's up 7, 8, 9 cents. Some people like to grab that. Let's say at 9 cents, it's still going. So you just don't know where the top is. So I'll do that sometimes. I'll watch it go like this, and I'll try to get on board. They call it FOMO, fear of missing out. But if it's done right, if you're on it, you get on at the right time when it's going. Nobody knows the future, but you can make a lot of money that way. Um, they say buy the dip, but the problem is who knows how far the dip is too. They call it catching a falling knife. Um, I like I try to look for that, fluctuations, and just try to think about this. I know it's, so you're looking at your portfolio balance. How much do I make? How much? But you just want to execute profitable trades. I know that sounds so cliche and easy, but it's not, because you can get in at times while it's going up, and you buy, and the shit drops, and then just never comes back, and you're like, fuck. Now you could put a stop loss in there. For some reason on Coinbase, it doesn't seem to work very well. Their stop loss, their stop limit thing on there. So I just stick with like the limit, like I just explained, and just try to realize that this is not going anywhere. Now, I was very disappointed because this coin, I mean, it was under a penny. I had a feeling. I said to myself, there's no coins on Coinbase that are so cheap. So I just had a feeling that was the one. And, I just, I sold it, bought and sold it too easy, and then it jumped so fast that I couldn't get on board, So, and then when it dropped, it's like, I hate that when it's, the worst thing of all is like when it soars, right? And you're watching, and you're waiting for a dip, and there is none. It's just going like this, and you're watching it fucking soar, and you're like, God damn it, man. Like I'm not on board when it's going up, and then you get on, and then you stay with it as it's like going all the way down. It's that you don't want to be, you don't want that to happen to you. It totally, totally sucks. Now, a lot of these people, these pros, what they do is when they are done, Um, they sell off at the end of the day or whatever when they're done, and then they leave the money in their account. They don't own any. There's no action going on. I like to leave it going because I don't want to. I don't want to wake up like in the next day and see that shit that was like under a penny go to a fucking dollar, and I wasn't in on it. That would drive me absolutely insane. Well, it could drop like that. I'm willing to take the losses. I'm willing to do that because the upside is too great. That's how I weigh it out. I weigh it out like it's like I'm willing to lose 5,000, which I won't because it won't go to zero, but I'm willing to make 50,000. It's like you got to have cojones in life. You got to. Well, what if it goes? And what sucks? Can you imagine that? Like if you invested um, however much and like the coin I'm talking about the ACH, you said, okay, well, put in a sell price before you go to, just leave it at 25 cents. And that shit went to 24 and then dropped to nothing. Well, not nothing, like 8 cents, 9 cents. But, you'd be fucking so upset. Damn, like, 24 cents. And then it never hit 25. So, it's like the limit thing. Look, everything has its pluses and minuses. Um, that's just how it goes. Say crypto is wild ride, but I like it because it is risk, but high reward if you get lucky. You just got to be right once, for me anyway. Just got to be right once. Remember that one coin when GRT came out, Graph. Um, that was another one that was real cheap, and then it was hit almost $3 before it went down. I remember it was like 12 cents for a long time, then around 40 cents for like a month or so. I watched it 45 cents, and then it shot up. Then it went to $1. Then it went to $2, went to almost $3 before it went all the way back down. I remember it was at $1 for a while, then dropped down like 50 cents. I think it's like 65 right now, 65 cents. But that thing is you don't want to be too greedy. You want to say, all right, look, let's be realistic here. If you start with a couple thousand, you make 50,000. That's not enough for you. Oh, if it keeps going up, it ain't gonna keep going. You don't know. You don't know. I'm telling you, like you gotta take profit. You gotta take profit, and you gotta have a goal because there's always more. Greed more is like a sickness in a way. Have a goal. Like, why are you doing this then? Just to make money. Well, guess what then? If you're in something just to make money, guess what? You deserve to lose because you don't have a goal. You don't have a goal. You're not trying what's it just to make money is vague. It's vague. I want to make a lot of money. What's a lot? What's a lot? Are you realistic? I mean, come on. You can't be, you gotta have realistic expectations. Now, come on. Some people got into Bitcoin real early. That one, yeah, well, you know what? That happens. But, if you're not being realistic and you're not having a goal or anything, you're setting yourself up for failure. I mean, you are. You are. Like with me, I was like, okay, well, my first goal would be, make like a certain amount, pay off the remainder of my credit cards. Then like there's a Rolex that I like that costs like 10,000, 12,000. Another thing that I want, and I want that condo that's like 100,000. I don't have to buy it for cash, but I want like either a sizable amount of down payment or enough to put down to where I look at the mortgage prices. The whole thing is that you got you just gotta have you gotta um, you got to have enough to put down to where that the lenders are going to take you seriously based on your credit and your thing. I can't show much of a work history for my own business. I tried to have like an eBay business, but it really didn't. I tried drop shipping. I just didn't make enough, and I would get my stuff from Amazon, and people would buy, and then if Amazon raised the price, and somebody I have to check all the time, And I know there's software you can buy and all this kind of shit, but I just waited out, and I wasn't making anything really, a couple bucks here and there. And then one time I got defrauded. I sold like a laptop and then somebody said they didn't use their credit card, whatever. They opened a case against me. I wound up getting all the money back, but it was like credit card fraud what these fucking people did to me, and it really made me nuts. I remember like I knew it was them too. They defrauded me, um, because I tracked them down, and I called the guy, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, dude, you're fucking, you're stealing. He's like, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, you are, dude. And he got real defensive. When people get defensive, guess what? That means you know what's up. You're guilty for the most part. I'm sorry. People that get defensive like that, they know they're hiding something. This ain't my first picnic, ain't my first barbecue, and definitely not my first rodeo. I can read people pretty well. People are kind of creatures of habit. They have tells. They have tells. Told you I played poker for like 25 years with some serious fucking money. Um, Even though the tells weren't that important, because bottom line is these people they just wait for the cards, and they got a lot of money and they can just sit there and play, and um, they make movies about the tell, looking for the, the jugular, the somebody's, it's beating, you're looking, but that's all. Come on, look, dude, I played for thousands of dollars, dude. When rarely, if I stay in, I got a fucking hand, Now I've gotten destroyed with like big hands, but that shit happens, and I gave up playing, like regular poker. Then I gave up Pai Gow poker with my system, um, and it's all for the best. It really is. Think about this: if you're sitting and playing cards, you're not moving your body, you're not exercising, and it can be very stressful too. You lose a big hand, and you got a lot of money in there. You really need that? Weigh it out. Weigh it out. Is it really worth it? And for me, it definitely wasn't. Um, it's not like chess. It's not a game of any idiot can play cards. And the feeling of losing your money and walking out of the casino broke, especially with how much I have to play for, is a incredibly awful feeling. Because then I start thinking to myself, oh fuck, I could have bought that Rolex for cash, and giving the casino $9,500. Um, it's, oh my god, I know I don't even want to think about it. I mean, I stopped about close to 2.5 months ago, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It was just god. Yeah, I dropped like 9,500 at the fight. It's just a fucking, you know, it, doesn't matter. It's relative to how much money you have and what it is. But with me, it's like, I'm too, I gotta like press it so hard, and I can't. I'm just not like a normal kind of person. So better I don't do these things that are destructive, potentially destructive. A lot of people gamble for all different types of reasons. Me, I don't know. It's better to focus on yourself. I mean, if you're going to take a risk in something, I always say it better be something. You better have a goal, and you need to be practical. And if you don't have those things going for you, then more than likely you're just wasting your money and you're wasting your time. It's what it is. It's what it is. My friend called it a trap. It was really good. Very good. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this one short. It's 40 minutes already. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to the 9/11 episode. Um, I will, it'll be a good one. Very informative. I hope you learn a lot from my episode that I'll do next month, hopefully. And just continue to yourself, and try not to allow emotions to get the upper hand with you. People get mad so easily. Don't allow people to crack your frame. Um, they don't teach this in school. And I'm not saying I created it, but you know, stop allowing people to get under your skin. Don't let it affect you. There's a lot of morons out there. I was training really hard. I make a lot of grunts and stuff. But the exercises I'm doing with the weights that I'm using, it's hard as fucking hell for me. I don't grunt because I want people to hear what I'm grunting. It's just gut grinding. It's really, really hard for me. And this fucking guy, like, he was making some noise too. So I said this to myself. I made sure he didn't hear, but I said, dude, you better, I said, this this guy. I mean, if he's working as hard as me or harder or whatever, it's validated. But I can guarantee you he's not, because I know my gym is 100% cream puffs except me. Period. There is nobody that is at my level or even close. I'm sorry, it might sound egotistical, but it is just a damn fact. There is nobody. Period. This is period. It's end of story. There's nobody that walks out of that gym with a soaked shirt every workout, working their ass off. There is nobody. There is nobody anywhere, okay? Because I watch and I know, and they just don't have it. Nothing to belittle them, but I'm not there to fuck around. I'm dead fucking serious when I train. And so that guy, I think he was just trying to uh, uh, make fun of me or something in a way, and it wasn't working. I mean, he's standing there doing bicep curls with maybe 25, 30 pounds. He's like, look, dude, a bicep curl with a weight is a bicep small muscle relatively. That's not a gut grinding exercise. The exercise I do hit major body parts that put a tremendous amount of tension and pressure on them. I'm talking about hanging on a fucking bar and getting your legs controlled, going back and forth. I mean, it hits all of your obliques, your stomach. That's not just lifting up your knees. That's hard as fucking hell. Okay, I'm talking about taking two dumbbells, right, and they with 35, 40 pounds. I'm put them in a push-up kind of position, and I'm rolling them away, and my body is going to the ground. Then I'm rolling them up, and then I'm doing without taking a break. I'm doing dumbbell raises on the ground from that. Hard as fucking hell. I'd like to see anybody do that. And this is so these grunts and these kind of pains that are coming out of me. This is as hard as fucking hell. I mean, that I'm doing. And this guy is like making fun of me. I mean, like, fuck you, you cream puff fucking nothing. You should be begging me to learn from me. But those people in there again, they're cream puffs. They have no idea who I am, what I've done with my life, what I know. Uh, I mean, I consider myself like the trainer of trainers. And I don't listen. I can talk shit because I have the Master of Science degree in phys ed. I mean, I have 30 years of experience. You got to be pretty damn educated. Um, to, I can guarantee you there's like maybe a handful of people that have more gym hours than me. Um, I mean, I have thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of gym hours. Um, Morning of 9/11, I was in the gym. Okay, that's 20 years ago, and I go way, way back before then, my friend. Long into the 90s at LA Valley College. In the 80s, training Fairfax High. Come on, you're not going to go back further than me. I mean, Arnold, Golden Age guys, of course, but I'm talking from my age, dude. I got a lot of experience in gyms, man. A lot. So anybody that thinks they're going to tell me something, they're going to school me on something, they are sadly mistaken. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, yeah, I know. I feel like I've gotten so far off topic. I started this channel with like the women thing. That still is the challenge, but I am working on myself. So if it's any point to that, um, it's part of progress. Is bettering yourself. I know the cliche statement of "Feel the dreams. If you build it, they will come." But in a way, there is truth to that. You you build it. Not like build it physically. I got to be a bodybuilder, big kind of thing. I've done that. I've done all that. But you want to build everything from your intelligence, your confidence, and you want your body, your finances. It's a lot. I know it's everything. You don't do it, but you do. You take on things one at a time, little by little, here, there, whatever. Listen, some people got more money, then work more on your communication skills, work more on your body. You got a great body already, work more on your communication skills and your finances. Let's say you're a good talker, and your body's not that good, then work more on your body and your finances. Like, work on the deficiencies, whatever you're not that strong at. But whatever you're strong at, use that as your power. If you got money, throw it around to get your needs met. I'm sorry, that's what it is. That's like what celebrities do. They don't have to say anything because they already have power. Like that. So they use that to get what they want out of life. Use what you have to get what you want out of life. I mean, it's not that complicated. It's not. I mean, I know. The point of all these episodes is, I'm talking to myself. Um, Now I'm talking to you out there too, but I'm talking to myself, really. That's what you need to realize is, this is like a kind of a journal thing, but I'm being open and honest, you know, with people. And I think that takes a lot of cojones, to stick your neck out there. But, I don't care about your, ridiculing me or telling me for your information or trying to teach me something because you're in no position to teach me anything. And I'm in no position, well, I am in the position to teach you because this is my channel. So, in a way, I rule the roost here. If you don't like it, don't listen. But it's like I can be, might sound like I'm ego maniacal, whatever, but full of myself. But I can be because this is my channel. In a way, you should have a little bit, of like gusto, ego, because it's like your life, your movie, your director, you're the star, you're the, so just remember that in life. It's your ride. You're driving the vehicle. Just don't let no one else drive it. Believe me, people will try. You try to talk to women, guys will try to like run you off the road proverbially. Um, that's where they'll try to strong arm you. That's why you got to have power to be able to deflect that. Now you don't have to be stronger than this of the opposition. You just got to be smarter. Like if somebody comes at you, like there's ways that Obi-Wan said that in Star Wars. You can't win, but there are alternatives. Remember the Millennium Falcon was caught in the tractor beam, was pulling him in. The tractor beam was too strong, right? So there's no way you can't win, right? But there are alternatives to fighting. Now, in a way, it's like saying, of course, somebody comes at you, you could run, right? But I'm saying that if somebody comes at you and they don't know what they're doing, and you do, and they try to come at you, you can use the force to deflect, to block, okay? Move things away. The 52, it's like there's a 52 block, nothing. That's like a hood type of block. I practice all that shit. Judo, the way, using people to off that somebody's coming at you, so you turn and you can just push them out, using their body weight against them, the momentum against them. It takes practice, but you get so fucking good and you get so fast that, the only, unless somebody's a professional fighter or something like that, they are going to be in for quite a shock when they take on somebody that they think is coming at you like a Tasmanian devil. It's not going to matter because you're calm. It's pretty all mad. That's all smoke and mirrors, man. I used to be so scared by all this craziness, but that's all nothing. If somebody doesn't know what they're doing, and you're calm, they are going to be. That's all it takes is one block, one deflection, and one grab and turn. You understand. I work on this heavy bag that weighs hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I don't know how much it weighs. It's fucking heavy. It's pretty heavy, and I kick that thing as hard as I. God, if somebody takes the way, a human body is not like that, dude. A human body, oh my god, I hit that bag. If that someone's got broken ribs, they're gonna be in the hospital. I mean, I know I'm laughing about it, but it's like if somebody tries to hurt me, like to pick on me, they're gonna be very, very surprised of what I'm capable of. They say there was a guy who goes, throw them a surprise party. Yeah, very good, very good. I give it up to that guy. I forgot, it's called the happy martial artist. He just tells you, he's like, you don't pull this stuff out unless you absolutely have to. But when you do, it's like, oh my god, it's like that circular saw, the band saw. um, it's kind of like dancing. If I go to a place and no one knows me, they're pretty surprised of my range of how much shit I can do because I only have like 25, 27 years of experience doing this, so I kind of know a little bit about it. And plus, doing these martial arts and fighting is making my dancing so much sharper because you're working all different parts of your body. I didn't realize that. I did not realize that. Like that because I gave up dancing, to get into fighting and martial arts. But then, you know what? I went out dancing, and my dancing was like so sharp. But I said, wow, how is this? What's happening? Because you're using all different parts of your body when you're doing like all these different, karate, boxing, kickboxing, Wing Chun, and everything. It just makes everything so much sharper. I didn't realize that. This guy in Soul Train that I knew, Flex, phenomenal dancer, martial artist, and balance. He can do incredible shit. Now I know why. Now I know why. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that they. Um, but this guy is incredible control over his body. Like he really knows. All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna get off of this. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We will keep it going. We will try to like just get better every day. And what I mean by get better, if somebody fucks with you and they raise their voice, don't raise your voice. Like make them look like a fool. And the way you make somebody look like a fool is let them yell and just don't say anything, right? Like, there's ways to like destroy people with using different tactics. Like they're just not prepared for it, you know. Now fighting, somebody that's one of, but there's other ways. There's other ways to psychologically destroy people. Just like you could piss somebody off so easily. So you are controlling their actions, but there's ways to do things other ways psychologically in a heated thing when people are yelling at you, getting all mad, that just would completely make them look like a fool. That's that takes work to get that good. That's communication. It's good. You gotta get really, really good. You gotta get really, really, really good. And it's not easy. But you get really, really good, and guess what? And everybody else is way beneath you in all facets. That's where you want to get to. Okay? Think about that. Till next time. And that's why you got to practice every day at everything. Stay sharp, my friends. Stay sharp. Or get sharp.